Hello, hello, and good afternoon. This is Millie with Senior Moments. The KUAW, Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom, the community global radio station. And you can listen to us audio by kuaw.org. And you can also listen to us and watch us email, and that's KUAW985 at gmail.com. Oh, that's the email address. Email address. Now, Facebook is where you watch is that is KUAWLPFM 985. And also we have TuneIn, Twitter, YouTube, and you can share and like our page. And you also have another outlet that you can watch us, and that's Periscope. And so you have a few different. Uh oh. I'm working with the computer. I hit click too many times. So how can I get back to where I need to be? Okay. Yes, that would be nice. I was turning it on and it just disappeared. Thank you for giving me a break. All right. Okay, I'm back. I did a little bit more clicking than I wanted to do on this computer. So today, my subject is going to be heat. Let me see what the difference in a regular stroke than a heat stroke. And this subject came about because it's been so hot here in Kansas City. It's been in the high 80s, 90s. Haven't got 100 yet, but it working on it. But the heat index being 100. So this is why I'm talking about it, because there is a lot of elder families out there. And if you do have elderly family, go by and see them and see if they need any help keeping cool. And also check on your grandma, your grandpas, your aunties, your uncles, and your friends. Those are the people that you really need to check on, because if they get too hot, there is a chance that you can get heat exhaustion, and it include how you can determine is a slow heartbeat, calmness, heavy sweating, and a desire for water. And a heat stroke is on the other hand, it's including fast heartbeat and decrease urination, decrease sweating. And remember that heat exhaustion and heat stroke is potentially uh, potentially life threatening. So make sure, excuse me, make sure that you get immediate attention uh, with either heat stroke or um, heat exhaustion. Now, the main difference between heat stroke and heat exhaustion involve your nervous system in heat stroke. And when having a heat stroke, patients develop confusion and alternate level of consciousness. So make sure you just call 911 if you haven't either, because it would be hard to well, you would want to try to do anything and don't get attention right away. Heat stroke is a heat related medical emergency caused by overheating of the body during an exposure of hot temperature or intense physical activities. Alter state of mind and behavior such as confusion, slurred speech, and delirium are the commonly known symptoms, and these could cause associated with dry skin, nausea, and vomiting. Uh, Treatment for heat stroke aims at reducing the body temperature and prevent damage to your internal organs. And also, some more symptoms is body temperature 104 or higher, obtained using a rectal thermometer, and alternate mental state such as confusion, agitation, irritable, disorientation, and delirium. Altered behavior such as slurred speech, staggering, seizure, and coma. The, and also alternate in sweating levels. Sweating lead to dry skin. You can have headache, or you can be dizziness and lightheadedness, nausea and vomiting, flush or red skin, rapid or fast heartbeat, uh, fast breathing and heartbeat, muscle weakness and cramp. Those are a lot of the symptoms. That's quite a few symptoms that you can have when you're having a heat stroke or heat exhaustion. So the treatment for heat stroke aims to reduce the body temperature and prevent damage. I already said that, and muscle relax. But the causes of heat stroke result from two main reasons: hot weather, prolonged exhaustion to heat. Um, so you can also be strenuous activities, physical activities such as military training or participating in sports in hot weather. So a lot of the uh, uh, young people that go out uh, and try out for football, and some play baseball in extremely hot heat. So you have to be careful with those young people out there, because they could be unaware of the heat and not drink enough water. And uh, this year they may not have that problem because of the virus, but usually they are out in this weather in I don't know about July. Well, the baseball players are out there in July, and the football players definitely are out there practicing, getting started in August, because school will have begun and they will be playing sports. But this year they might not have to worry about that unless we do a heck of a change in quick. But uh, the other factor that leading heat stroke is wearing excessive clothes, drinking too much alcohol, not drinking adequate amount of water, being hydrated. Aging as the ability to cope with hot weather decrease with age. That's for sure, and I'm a witness to that. And the lack of proper air conditioning. certain medication that leads to dehydration, and medical conditions such as heart and lung disease. So I thought, since July is a hot month, and I was thinking about the old, older generation and myself, that I thought I would put it out there so we could be aware of this heat and what we need to pay attention to. And also, it really is concerning with the elderly that live alone. And before the end of the show, I have something I need to read too, if a person don't have air conditioning. And also, the core body temperature and heat exhaustion range from 100 Fahrenheit, but not above 104 Fahrenheit. While the body temperature in heat stroke is a 105 or higher, heat exhaustion symptoms are less serious than the heat stroke. If not treated, it can too be a heat stroke, which is a medical emergency. And so just because you think you are exhausted, make sure you still get medical help and get to the emergency room, because you never know how bad it is with that with heat stroke. And also the heat symptoms and common signs and everything, just pay close attention to it. And also, even when you have heat stroke, you can make sure you try to eat healthy to keep yourself healthy, and also make sure you stay hydrated. And you can't say that enough, to make sure that you drink plenty of water. That would be one thing that's would be really good. And I know I go out and walk every day. So one day I went out walking, and it was 4:30 in the afternoon. That wasn't the best time to go out walking, because it was really hot. Should have went back home, but I didn't. I did my little walk, but I drink plenty of water after I got back. But just be aware of some of the things you are doing that can cause this, because it's nothing to play with. You should go out and just make sure you don't go out at the wrong time. Like now, I wait until the sun go down, and then I will go ahead and walk. But try not to get out there if you don't have to in that 90, 99, all that, the degrees that is really harmful to you. And let me see here. Anything else? Okay. Well, I was looking for some good eating habits that we can do to be aware of Um, it is not, you can eat eggs, meat, fish, low carbs, vegetables, nuts, seeds, oil, fat, condiments, okay, herb and spices. Um, well, and you need not to eat a lot of starches, sugars. Um, Try to uh, not eat a lot of pasta, chips, fries, and stuff like that, so that you can feel healthy, and and that will help you to stay in shape and not be out of shape and out of wind, and be try to do healthy foods like beans and fruits and vegetables. And I don't know if kids eat beans, but I like beans. Also, refined carbs, stay away from them. Um, and that would be like white flour, white rice, pasta, whole grain, and steel cut oats. All those are good for you. Fiber. So now, sometimes that you are out there exercising and stuff, be careful because you can experience in the heat, experience headaches, fatigue, moodiness, and all that. So make sure you stay away from some of those foods. And I think let me go ahead and take a little short break, and I'll be back. This is Millie and Senior Moments. Talk to you in a few minutes. Oh, hello. I am back. And we needed to uh, pay some bills. Now, I was talking to you about what's the difference than a regular stroke and a heat stroke. And now um, I explained those things. So it's one thing I would like to um, let you know that it, uh, George pulled it up on the internet, and so I saw this. And since I was talking about heat strokes, I thought it would be a good idea to let you know what this is. It is helping people change lives. This is our organization that helping people change lives, Community Action Agency of Greater Kansas City, and Healthy Homes, and it's a free air condition distributed. So they are distributing every Monday beginning July 13th through August. Yesterday was the 13th, so they just started passing out air condition, free air conditions, and from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. But first, you got to be eligible, uh, required to get one. So I'm going to give you a phone number, and you can call this number and see if you are eligible to get one of these air conditions. Um, the phone number is 816-358-6868. I'm going to say it one more time. 816-358-6868 to see if you're eligible, the guideline for receiving one of these free air conditions. And so if you call that number, they will give you the site address. Should I give them the address that I have on here? Okay, the address is 6323 Manchester Avenue in Kansas City, Missouri, 64133. And we got it from the website www.caagkansascity.org. And this is something that if you know any elderly or someone that need uh, air conditioning, this is call that number, and I'll say it again, 816-358-6868, and you can receive a free air condition if you're eligible. And now I'm going to go ahead and close my show, and this has been Senior Moments with Millie, but I'm going to read a prayer that I read at the end of my show because the nation needs it. Lord, I pray for our nation leaders and ask that you will give them the ability to make wise decisions, to govern with integrity, to accomplish the task in ways that builds up our nation. May they bring glory and honor to your name as they serve our country. May God bless America. And this is Millie with Senior Moments.